baba anampenda mtoto na mtoto anampenda baba. Baba anampenda mtoto, sawa, mtoto, na mtoto anampenda baba. Kwa hivyo baba na mtoto wanapendana. Baba na mtoto wanapendana. Sawa. Hi everyone, welcome to our lesson today. Today we are going to talk about the reciprocal form of Swahili verbs. The reciprocal forms of Swahili verbs. We have talked about quite a number of formations of Swahili verbs. We talked about the causative forms of Swahili verbs. We talked about the passive forms of Swahili verbs. We talked about the active form of Swahili verbs. And we talked also about the stative form of Swahili verbs. Today, we're going to talk about this reciprocal form of Swahili verbs. And they imply the notion of each other, or with, from or to, yani each other, with each other, yani each other or with. In the first example, I just said, mtoto anampenda baba, and the child loves the father, and baba anampenda mtoto, and the father loves the child. So they love each other. They love each other. That is our lesson today. Each other. You do something to each other. So remember also that these verbs are negated in the normal way as the other verbs. Okay. So let's start our lesson. Hali ya kutendana. So that the notion of reciprocity in English and in Swahili we refer to it as hali ya kutendana. Hali ya kutendana. You do things to each other. So we have a number of ways how these verbs are formed in that way. Now the first one, you see the suffix an. We usually use this suffix an to bring out this notion, kutendana, to do each other. Now we have examples of verbs here, and they are hali ya kutendana there. Okay, number one, nambari ya kwanza tunaanza penda, to love, penda, to love. It will be pendana, to love each other, pendana, to love each other. So we have here piga, to hit or to beat, pigana, to beat each other or to hit each other. That is fighting, you see. You know where we are putting this one? We are putting this extension between this and the last vowel here. So you can see here pendana, we have put it here, then we have put this one here, then here pigana, we have just put it there. Acha, leave or stop. Acha, achana, to leave each other. Achana, leave each other. The verb is acha, leave or stop. Achana, leave each other. We have here ahidi. Ahidi is a verb that comes from a noun known as ahadi. Ahadi is promise, a promise. So then from a promise we get promise now. You see, we get this one ahidi, to promise, to promise something. Ninakuahidi zawadi, I promise you a gift. So here it will be ahidiana. You see, ahidiana. Two friends, marafiki wawili wanakutana, they love each other, wanapendana. Then one of them say, ninakuahidi matunda kesho. Ninakuahidi matunda kesho. I promise you fruits tomorrow. And then the other one says, ninakuahidi mandazi kesho. And the other one says also, I promise you mandazi tomorrow. So the two friends, they have just tendana, ahidiana. They have done each other. They have promised each other. Sawa. Wapenzi wawili, two lovers, they tell each other. Ninakuahidi kukupenda. Let's use this form. Ninaahidi kukupenda. I promise to love you. Then the other one also say, pia mimi ninaahidi kukupenda. So they are just ahidiana. They have promised each other. Then you can say wameahidiana kupendana. They have promised each other to love each other. You see? Wameahidiana kupendana. They have promised each other to love each other. We're going to this one. Chafua. Chafua is to make something dirty. Chafua. No, unachafua. You make it dirty. Normally, kids, when you take them to school, small kids, you're taking them to school in the morning, the mother has prepared them very clean, safi. Mama amewatayarisha safi. Kisha, in the morning, the child looks amazing. But in the evening, when he returns, amechafua nguo. Amechafua nguo. He or she has dirtified his or her clothes. Amechafua nguo. So, imagine maybe there are two child. You can ask, what happened? Nini ilifanyika? Nguo zako ni chafu. Nini ilifanyika? What happened? Your clothes are dirty. Nguo zako ni chafu. Your clothes are dirty. Then he or she can say, maybe they were playing with dirty water. Then one amechafua nguo yake, pia mwingine amechafua nguo yake. Yeye amechafua nguo ya rafiki yake, na rafiki yake pia amechafua nguo yake. Nguo is clothes. So we can say wamechafuana, and they have dirtified each other between themselves. So wamechafuana, and they have made themselves dirty. Each other. He makes it dirty, then this one also make him dirty. Wamechafuana. So I hope you are understanding this. Then we go to here, jenga. Jenga is to construct. In real sense, it means to construct a house, something, physical structures. Jengana, to construct each other. Now here, as I have said, in a real sense, it means to construct. But now here, when it comes here, jengana, you cannot construct each other. You see, you cannot construct each other. You construct for each other. But here, we are talking about each other. For each other, we will talk about in the next lessons. Not the next lesson, but the coming lesson. Now here, to do each other. You see, now, jenga here, we can use it idiomatically to mean to construct each other, either behavior, in terms of character, or in terms of just normally in terms of character, or we can say also we can say in terms of wealth. You see, when someone assists you to do something, amekujenga. So then here, jenga, when he molds you to be a better person, we idiomatically say amekujenga. Then jengana, you mold each other and to become good character. Urafiki wa kujengana, a friendship of any beneficial. You can say this friendship, urafiki huu wa kujengana. It means that no one is depending on the other, but you are assisting each other to grow well. You can say urafiki wa kujengana. Sawa. Urafiki wetu ni wa kujengana. Our friendship is for building each other. Okay, now here we are going to look for in a sentence. We are going to study some examples in a sentence here. Now here we have the examples in a sentence on how these verbs are used in a sentence. And we have various means you can use them in a sentence. The ones that are in the reciprocal form. So we have here mifano katika sentence. Mifano katika sentence is an example in the sentences. Juma anapigana na Musa. Juma anapigana na Musa. Juma anapigana na Musa. Juma is fighting with Musa. So they are fighting. They are hitting each other. Juma anapigana na Musa. This one is same as this one. Juma na Musa wanapigana. Juma na Musa wanapigana. Juma and Musa are fighting or are hitting each other. So just remember, when you say Juma anapigana, then when the second person is will come after this one, remember to put this na between them, so you can join them. Juma anapigana na Musa. Juma is fighting with Musa, and here Juma na Musa wanapigana. Juma and Musa are fighting. You can see how the notion is being brought here. I have another example here. Mfano mwingine uko hapa. Alex anapendana na Sarah. Alex anapendana na Sarah. Alex is in love with Sarah. Alex anapendana na Sarah. They love each other. You know, it means Alex loves Sarah here, and also Sarah loves him. So they love each other. Alex na Sarah wanapendana. Alex na Sarah wanapendana. It means here, same. Alex and Sarah, they love each other. So we are going to other forms of making, forming these reciprocal verbs in Kiswahili. Now here is the deletion of single final vowel u, and it is replaced by the e. You see, before this one will replace it, and we will see how we form this verb. Normally, there's other verbs like in foreign, they are borrowed verbs. You see, that's why they cause him trouble when but there is a concrete way how to form them. This is how we learn. So jaribu is try, jaribu, sawa. So in forming the other the reciprocal form, this verb will be karibiana. Karibiana is to try each other. You see now here this u has been replaced by e. You know, it has been omitted before that e, so e came there, and we put this one, just the whole of that one, and. So you see, so in general we'll say it is replaced and added this one, tiiana, sawa. Jaribu, jaribiana, try each other, sawa. Then we have here haribu, to destroy, it will be ahidiana. Karibiana. Then we have here busu, to kiss, busu is a kiss. Also busu is to kiss, the verb. Busiana. To kiss each other. So, tibu, to heal, a doctor. Daktari anatibu, doctor heals. Will be here. Tiiana, heal each other. Maybe two doctors are sick. The other injects him, and then the other also injects him. So they are injecting, they are healing each other. So we say tiiana, they are healing each other, or they are treating each other. See? Fahamu, to understand. Understand. So fahamu. So when you are understanding each other, we will say fahamiana, mnafahamiana, fahamiana. You know, you brought a visitor you brought a visitor in your home. Then you talk. Then your parents ask, "Je, mnafahamiana? Mnafahamiana? Do you understand each other?" Or someone just comes to your home and you start talking to each other like you know each other very well. So a friend who is wondering, "Do you know each other?" will ask, "Je, mnafahamiana? Je, mnafahamiana? Je, mnafahamiana? Do you understand each other or do you know each other?" Sawa sawa? Yeah. Nashuku hapa umeelewa. Sawa sawa? Si ndio? Okay. Next, we're going to learn there is this liaison consonant where the last vowels here they are double, and we need to use this liaison consonant L to make them for easier pronunciation. That is what we're going to learn shortly. Here we have the use of the liaison consonant L. This is just liaison consonant L. This is to ease the pronunciation of those vowels. So we have here nuku, to quote, nuku, to quote, nukuliana, to quote each other, nukuliana. Also, nukuliana means to quote for each other. But now in this context, only we are using each other. Nukuliana, to quote for each other. So, to quote each other, not for each other. To quote each other. So maybe I say something, then you say what I say, then you also say something, then I say what you say. Tuna nukuliana. So here, sahau, forget, forget. Sahauliana, to forget each other. Sahauliana, forget each other. Sawa, msisahauliane bwana, kumbukaneni, and don't forget each other, remember each other. Sawa. Dharau, to disdain, you look something and you despise, to despise someone, you don't respect. Dharau, dharauliana, to despise each other. One person despises you, then you also despise him. Sawa. Mna dharauliana. So this is all about this one. We have other verbs. Just remember the one that having this double vowel here for easier pronunciation. We insert the liaison L here, and the other rules in the previous lesson just remain and apply for this one also. Sawa sawa. Kwa hivyo kuwa na siku njema.